What is up, guys? Welcome back. So today we are jumping back into another Borderlands Mr. Torgue's Arena of Badassery painting video, and we are on a roll. We have only so much left to do. I am going to continue doing more painting stuff because I paint a lot of miniatures for bunkers and badasses. So if you have been liking and watching all of these videos, then don't think that this is the end. Okay, I'm going to keep painting in the future. I think it's good and healthy for the channel as in content. But today we have a set of 2 badass psychos, and we're going to paint them up, and they're going to look fucking great, and we're going to throw that into our bunkers and badasses. So let's go ahead and get started. So what we like to do starting out is we like to start off with our skin tones. Our skin tones, first based, will be brown rose. So with brown rose, we will be able to put our first base of skin tone on. Then we can move on to our next color. Alright, next, you can use a cadmium red like me, or you can use a healthy orange that you like to use. And what we're going to do with the orange is we are going to put that on the pants, avoiding any straps, belts, or knee pads, stuff like that. And then we can go on to our next color. Next up, we are going to use a leather brown, and we are going to do the leather spots. So that would be the back of the boots here. We're going to do a different type of gray for the front here because they're like kind of metallic. And then we're going to do the back straps for the knee pads. We're going to do the strap around the leg there. We are also going to do the belt. And I think that is all of the browns. You don't have to use a leather brown. If you don't have one, you can use any sort of brown that you can trick as a leather. So, or just any brown. You could paint this a black belt. You could paint it any color you want. So just keep that in mind. Nothing is, concrete. I'm just doing it the way it is in Borderlands. Now we are going to take a vampiric flesh. You can also use a pale sand for this if you want to, but we're using a vampiric flesh, and we're going to do the bandages. So that's around this arm here, and then you would think that this is all going to be bandages, but the first initial bandage here is actually like a dark gray. The hand area where it's wrapped, that's where it's the tannish kind of fleshy bandage color. So we're going to do the hand area, arm over here, and that's basically it for that color. We are now going to follow that up with a basalt gray, and with the basalt gray we are going to hit any metallic areas. So with this we are going to hit the helmet, the weapon. We're also going to use the basalt gray for this wrap here, but we're not going to hit that with any metallics over top of it. And then we're going to hit the blade area on the little knife here. We are going to use a lighter color for the knee pads and the feet. And I think what we're going to use is a warm gray, I think, for that. So let's go ahead and get our basalt gray on here. And we'll do the warm gray too. We'll do this in one go. So basalt gray, weapon, helmet, and the rest of these bandages and knife. Also, because I missed it, the little belt buckle area and this little ring in the back here too. That's going to be metallic. And then the warm gray will be on knee pads and the front metallic parts of the foot. Now we're getting down to the final little bits, and that is we are going to have to use an off-white or white, whatever you want to do, and you want to hit the mask up, avoiding the eyes and the mouthpiece. Then you want to take your orange that you use for the pants, and you want to do your vault symbols He has a helmet on, so we don't have to hit the very top, but we do have to hit the dashes that come down from the eyes. So just keep that in mind. And then we're going to use a metallic. For this purpose, we're going to use a natural gray instead of a gunmetal. And we're going to highlight all of the metallic areas. So that will be his helmet, that will be his weapon area, and his belt. We are not going to do anything with the shoes or the knee pads at all, at least at this point. I want to see how it looks shaded and after highlights before I decide to do them areas. Also, don't forget to hit the knife as well with a metallic. Just dash it here and there just to give it that glisten, but not too much. Now the ball is going to roll. We can now do our glazing. And what we like to do here is we like to use speed paints as a way of glazing on, I guess, our channel. So it's kind of like a wash. If you want to use a typical wash, you can do that here, but I like to use speed paints because you can enhance the colors you already put on to the model. So how we're going to do it is we're going to use a Gravelord Gray on everything but the skin tone and the eyes and the leather. Eyes are going to get a speed paint that's like a blue, like a magic blue, and all the leather spots are going to get a leather brown because it makes the leather pop in a certain way, and I really like the way they look when you put that on there. So we're going to get these on, and we're going to let that dry, and as we're letting that dry, we are going to paint the base. We're going to do a Rhinox hide because I think that's a good brown for a good earthy base. And then we can start our highlights. Now he's looking really good. Now what we have to do is do our highlights. So we're going to build the skin up. We started with a brown rose. We're going to follow that with a beige red. And then we're going to take the beige red and we are going to mix it with a pale sand to get it a little bit lighter to do the higher ends of the muscles of the skin. Then with the rest of the model, we are going to use the same colors that we were doing, but we are going to just highlight the areas that light would hit. So the folds in the pants, the higher folds would be highlighted. The areas where the sun would hit the bandages, that would be highlighted. The mask, you want to make sure you highlight those areas as well. And some of the metallic, you want to just dash a little bit here and there to give it that shine. And then he will be completely done. We'll be able to paint our rim black and put the name on the base. Now, just a note, you don't have to paint your rim black. You don't have to paint it at all if you don't want to. But some people stand by black. Some people stand by the neon green, old Warhammer style bases. It just depends on your preference. Some people like to do brown because it kind of just blends in with the terrain a little bit more. I like to just do a black base because I like to put the names on the base. So I think it makes it pop more. But do it as you see fit. So let's go ahead and get these highlights on here. And here are the badass psychos ready to hit the tabletop. These look nice. I'm so happy with these. These are going to be really cool to throw on a table and fight my Vault Hunters. I wanted to give out a huge thanks to those of you that have been patient with the painting videos. Some people have just been following the painting videos, so I just wanted to thank you guys for, sticking it out with me when I do a couple days in between painting videos. At first, we were uploading day after day after day painting videos, but now that we're getting into points where one model will be a set of models, it's been a little bit more difficult, and I do have other things that I have to do. So what I did was I took the time to, even though I'm uploading every day still, it's just not a painting video every day. So I've been doing gameplay video one day, painting video the next. If I ever come into a situation where 2 days in a row I won't be able to paint, I will still upload a video of like a gameplay video of me talking, stuff like that. So it's really cool, and it gives me time to work on that type of content too, because I feel like if I'm constantly doing painting videos, the people that love Borderlands that don't play tabletop games, they might not be as interested in these videos as much as the gameplay videos. So I'm trying to level out and trying to make it more or less like even out the videos so that everybody can get a video, a decent amount of videos in a week. Plus, I also wanted to just wipe out a lot of the Monster Fight Club box because I got a massive amount of minis and we are dwindling down to the very few now. So I'm very excited about that. Yeah, so I just wanted to thank you guys for being patient with the painting videos. Also, if this video was something really nice for you to watch or you really liked it, it would be amazing if you did hit that like button, because that does help our channel out a lot. Also, if you are new or if you've been watching these videos for quite a bit and you aren't subscribed, it would also help the channel if you did subscribe to us. It is free. It's no charge at all. It just helps us gain a community so that I can see how many people enjoy my content. And also, if you know anybody that needs help painting, you can share these painting videos with them, because if they are in a situation where they are afraid to paint right now, or because it's a hurdle, it's definitely a hurdle with painting your first miniatures. So if you think my content could help them or push them in the right direction, feel free to share the videos with them as well. And hopefully it does get them into that mode of turning their gray plastic or purple plastic or whatever color plastic they have into something really, really nice and beautiful to put on the tabletop. As always, thank you guys for checking out today's video, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye.